This video is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. All individuals mentioned are presumed innocent until proven guilty. The analysis reflects legal commentary based on publicly available information at the time of the publication. Yesterday, inside the Gqeberha High Court, the Cradock 4 inquest took a dramatic turn. Not through new suspects or confession, but through something far more disturbing, the possibility that justice itself was deliberately obstructed. Background context. The Cradock 4, Matthew Goniwe, Fort Kalata, Sporo Mkhonto, and Sicelo Mhlawuli were brutally murdered in 1985. For decades, the families have waited for accountability. What unfolded yesterday suggested that the delay may not have been accidental. Obstruction of justice. The central theme of the day was obstruction of justice. Evidence disappeared, investigators were blocked, decisions were delayed. Together, these elements form a pattern that the court is now beginning to examine in detail. Masegale's testimony. The missing documents. Retired Hawk Captain Phakamisa Masegale testified that the original 1985 docket disappeared from the NPA. He then created a reconstructed docket using TRC records, only for that to also vanish later from the secured strongroom. Reconstruction of evidence. Masegale's reconstruction efforts highlights how the fragile justice becomes when original evidence is lost. His work was meant to revive the case, but instead of exposing deeper systematic failures. The strongroom revelations. The duplicate docket stored in the secured Hawks facilities was later found missing, with controlled access to the room. This raised serious questions about internal involvement and accountability. Maku's testimony. Escalation. Johannes Maku confirmed that the docket was received by the NPA. However, when he tried to retrieve it, he was told to have been taken by the unidentified person with no records. Pressure and intimidation. Marcus described being threatened with disciplinary action and virtually barred from physically accessing the NPA offices. Communication was restricted, limiting the ability to investigate effectively. Political interference. Marcus stated clearly that there was political interference. He was instructed to stop investigative work and warned of consequences if he continued. He was also told that new investigators will take over the case. Delayed investigation. The investigation into the Cradock 4 was paused pending completion of other cases. This decision was questioned as each should proceed independently based on its own merit. Legal analysis, evidence breakdown. The disappearance of both original and reconstructed documents create a major legal challenge. Without a clear chain of evidence, any future prosecution may face serious obstacles. Legal analysis, institutional accountability. The testimony suggests potential liability within institutions responsible for safeguard evidence. This could lead to further investigation into obstruction of justice and misconduct. Shift in focus. The inquest is now shifting from identity perpetration of the murder to examine whether the justice was deliberately delayed or prevented from decades. Closing reflection. As proceedings continue, this central question remains: who made the truth disappeared, and why? The answer may define not only the case, but public trust in the justice system. That concludes our analysis. Thank you for watching The Sim. If you found this breakdown useful, consider subscribing for clear, factual legal analysis. Until next time, stay informed.